What's good, YouTube? Upchurch-Shadow here. I hope everyone's doing well today. We are diving into the next one of the videos from Upchurch. This will be the third part of the series that we've been doing, a continuation from the past two. If you haven't seen those ones yet, it is the Miami alien situation exposed, and then aliens and cows decoded, or what those two are called. So go check those ones out to refresh yourself a little bit if you haven't seen them. They're on Church's channel. This is the third part of what we've been talking about. It's very deep and very thought-provoking material that we have been discussing with Church over these last two videos, where we have been discussing the trafficking and the missing people and the correlation of that between aliens. We got into some cows, how the missing posters are on milk cartons a lot and that sort of thing. I talked a little bit on how the missing posters tend to be from out-of-state people, and it would be a very easy way for them to find the details that they needed to communicate to each other simply by walking past somewhere and a word never being spoken. So we've been diving into that. It's a very, very crazy thing that happens in our world and has been happening for a while now. I imagine, are going to dive more into how this ties into systems and how this ties into, obviously, the island that was brought up at the ending of the last part that we were on. So we're not going to waste any more time. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new here. We're going to dive into this for you. I'm Upchurch-Shadow. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. We have Shadow Jews caught on camera, secret tunnel, Upchurch.
Good morning, Great What?
Good evening. It's evening for me.
Dang it, not today, Satan. Anyway, so yesterday I made that video about the Miami Shadow aliens. You know, the ones that absolutely don't fucking exist. No videos of them, no nothing. I guess nobody's ever fucking got a flashlight, clicked it on, and made shadow puppets. Yeah, fucking shadow aliens. Yeah, nighttime, fucking stupid ass. And at the end of the video, there's something I said that a lot of people laughed at. And was like, oh, fucking silly ass Upchurch. Oh, fucking, he's so fucking crazy. Do we laugh with you? Cause you can't fucking read? I don't understand. Like, I really don't understand. Like, what are you laughing at? You laughing at the fucking dictionary? I'm gonna play this small clip of what I said in the last video, and then we're gonna talk. If you're a terrestrial, and you have other terrestrials, multiple ones, that means you're a terrestrial that has extraterrestrials. If you're a sex trafficker who has undocumented kids, those kids are terrestrials. That makes you a terrestrial that has extraterrestrials. And those extraterrestrials, by definition, are aliens. They're undocumented. They're not even illegal aliens. They're just flat out fucking aliens. They never was legal anywhere. That's the clip. Here's my thing. Look. I'm not trying to make anyone believe what I believe. I'm not trying to start an uproar. I'm trying to make all y'all out there who's like, man, this guy's crazy, man. What's wrong with him? You might want to ask Michael Agnes, what's wrong with me, the guy who edited the dictionary. You really want to go tell the editor of the dictionary that he's stupid? No, he did the dictionary, you know? It's the fact that, look at y'all, okay? Some of y'all, not all y'all. Look at y'all. You're so uncomfortable and you're so scared of what other people think that a guy can read you the definitions out of a dictionary and show you that some words mean the same thing. And y'all don't know how to act about that. You see how that's weird? It's weird of you. It's just a goofy...
Not to interrupt, but I like that he's going out and explaining this section of things a bit. I mean, everyone's going to have their opinion, and like he said, you don't have to, he's not trying to make us think like him or like think a certain way or anything. What he does do is he opens the door to encourage free thinking, and that's the important aspect of these videos, is that although we may be onto theories and onto different things that are a little bit baffling, and it might be hard to take in for some people who, like he said, he's not trying to convince you to think like him. He's encouraging you to have free thought. See? And that's such an important thing, because in the world nowadays, people don't want to think for themselves anymore. People don't want to have the thoughts that will form videos like this. They're scared of them. They run from them. They want to stay in the bubble that obviously mainstream narratives try to place people in. They have to be told what to think. They have to be told what's okay. They have to be told what direction of thought is proper. And they can't stray off onto paths like this where we dive in to different little things that you notice around you that could potentially tie in to something like trafficking and the evil that goes on in the world around us. And the signs are all around us. So getting out there like church does and just finding those signs and making them known that this is a possibility is important in itself. Like he said himself, he doesn't want you to think a certain way, just like him. He just wants free thought, and that's it. At the end of the day, we just want free thought, and we want you to expand your mind and open yourself up to ideas that are a little bit out of the box, because that's where you'll find answers most of the time. They put you in a box because the answers are outside of it, so it only makes sense that a free thinker as Upchurch is would make videos like this. I just wanted to say my piece on that, because I believe in freedom of speech, and I believe that we all should have free thought and not be told what to think or how to think it or what to say and how to say it. And that's something that's so common and something people let happen to them nowadays. I'm glad we have people like Upchurch that can present us with the opportunity to have these more open-minded and free thoughts.
Thing to get on here and people are laughing and saying, man, you need help for understanding our language better than you. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like it's that simple. Like it's that simple. But look, that's how non-open-minded people are. They won't even admit that definitions match. So you don't think that child sex trafficking and the hypothetical idea of extraterrestrial aliens out there, you don't think the idea of aliens being out there in space is any kind of cover-up for sex trafficking, where they abduct kids and put them in a space that nobody knows about? Even with a guy from the military being like, hey, they're using UFOs to pick up and put a bunch of humans in containers. Mm-hmm. You can say whatever you want in the comments. I'm just trying to ignite your fucking brain, because it sounds like it's all the way shut off. It ain't got no gas in it. Okay, so I'm going to show you a video of the sentence I'm about to say. I'm about to show you body cam footage of a terrestrial getting pulled over with unknown extraterrestrials in a trailer, and show you what it looks like.
Inside the trailer, investigators found 3 girls hiding, ages 11 to 14. The trailer had makeshift seats and a porta potty inside.
Where are the hands? Let's see the hands.
Let's get that other door open.
There's hands sticking out of the top of the trailer. There's hands sticking out of the top of the trailer earlier. Let's see them.
Bateman was detained when he refused to cooperate with authorities.
Children are being transported in a vehicle. We're getting calls about hands sticking out of a vehicle.
I remember seeing those girls I remember seeing them.
Out of the trailer. So that is why we're contacting you guys, because it is unsafe for children to be riding in a trailer.
Regardless of what you say, that's exactly what you just saw. What we do? Change the words? We may say a human had extra humans in the back, or a person had extra persons in the back. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. You can laugh all you want. It's not my fault that you don't know what the words mean that you say out of your mouth. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
It's amazing if you actually look up all of the words that you use and the proper usages for all of them. Even the most common sentences that we say on a daily basis are oftentimes grammatically incorrect, right? Based on the actual language definitions, if you dive into a dictionary. We're not allowed to read dictionaries, guys. We're not allowed anymore. Too much knowledge inside of there. The power of language lives inside of there, and they don't want you to know about all the spells that they put on you. Right, church?
So last night, I see another fucking crazy-ass news clip, not kind of like, this is worse. Put it this way, I seen another news clip last night of something fucking totally ridiculous, and what are they doing? Blaming it on kids. Look at this shit.
What?
9 men are facing charges this afternoon after police say they dug a secret tunnel into the sanctuary of the Chabad Lubavitch headquarters in Brooklyn.
The men described by police as extremist students are accused of digging the tunnel so that they would be able to have access to the sanctuary after hours. And when a cement truck was brought in to fill that tunnel, the men stood in the tunnel, refusing to leave.
Extremist students. Well, you think they wanted to study inside the synagogue or whatever? Or pray so bad that they dug a fucking tunnel underneath the city? You'll find out later, leads to another building? They spent all this time to dig a tunnel from a building to another building because of a room they could already go in? Now, not only that, look at the video. You mean to tell me all the kids are getting arrested are on the other side of this crime tape? But on the other side of the crime tape where the tunnel is, there's still people in there. Who is that? Was it the Shadow Jews? If they already arrested the people that dug the tunnel, who the fuck is sending the cement truck to fill up the tunnel? And who are these other people standing in the tunnel being like, nah, no, he ain't? Is it people who were already in the tunnel, or is it people that jumped in the tunnel and was like, nah, you ain't filling this fucking thing up with concrete. We're looking in here first. We didn't know this was here.
Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo is live in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, with the very latest on this story. Anthony.
Dave, Lauren, we're learning new this afternoon that 5 of those 9 young men will be arraigned in court tonight, while the other 4 were issued desk appearance tickets, released, and expected back in court at a later date.
All right, so 5 people got arrested and went to jail. The other 4 got arrangements to be in court later on, probably to testify against these other 5. What's up with that?
Right now, the city's Department of Buildings investigators are inside this synagogue trying to determine whether it's safe for congregants to re-enter.
Well, that tells me they definitely didn't want the cement truck to come fill it up because they got to go see what's going on. If they're fucking investigating it and waiting to see if it's safe, I know what you're thinking, structural-wise. Or maybe where the fuck it goes. Or what the fuck's in it. It obviously ain't caused no problems before. No one knew it was there.
I think all who've seen the video can agree it is both chaotic and bizarre.
Well, yeah, they're trying to say 4 teenagers dug a big fucking tunnel underneath the fucking Jewish church. Yeah, it's weird.
That's one of the wildest things I've ever heard. Every single time I think something in this world can't baffle me more, we get tunnels dug under fucking Jewish buildings by extremist students. I mean, you never know. You don't know unless you're there. That's the thing about it, guys. That's why it's speculation. That's why we have these conversations. That's why people like church make these kind of videos. It's speculation because these things are weird. It's just strange when you see it. It's so out of pocket. It doesn't even make sense the way it's reported on. When the news talks about stuff, I get confused. genuinely, I'm like, what the fuck is your description of this right now? It's never matching to what I'm looking at visually. Like, everything could be on fire, and the news would be like, oh, it's fine here. Like, that's the news. They just will pull a wall in front of it and be like, look, guys, trees in a forest. There's no fire here. Well, I guess we're going to get into that later on, too, with something I saw in the title of one of the next videos as well. Like I said, you don't know unless you're fucking there and you're seeing it in person for yourself. Like, you just know what they're putting on the fucking picture screen for you.
Police arresting 9 young men inside the synagogue between the ages of 19 and 21. The group charged with criminal mischief and reckless endangerment. Police say they were found inside a tunnel that was dug leading to Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters on Eastern Parkway.
The
Them
World
darn
Headquarters.
teenagers digging all these tunnels underneath the city that lead to other, world buildings.
Synagogue leaders describe the group as extremist students.
That's just a common practice. We do that, right? Tunnels, man. There's a lot of tunnels that people don't know about. Tunnels that I don't know about. Tunnels that you guys don't know about. Tunnels church don't know about. They're everywhere, man. You'd be surprised. One could even be right underneath of you, right? You would never know. You really wouldn't ever know. It's fucking crazy to think about how much can be hidden right underneath you. That's the thing about it. It's like right underneath you at a lot of moments, and you wouldn't even know. That's the scary thing about the way that these things are done, the way that the techniques that they have to make all of this go under the radar is literally right below your feet in a lot of instances. And we know the boats as well, obviously. Shipping containers, boats, open water is another place that is used. But if you're on land, it's tunnels, and there are plenty of them, and a lot of them are left over from people escaping in other times from other things going on, other situations happening, right? You guys know what I mean by that. Man, like I said, some of them are just left there. They're already conveniently there. How convenient is that? And guess what? Guess who would know where all of them are? The government. Right? Man.
Seeking unauthorized access to the building by breaking walls.
And what does covering the tunnel up do? We're going to cover it up with sheets. Don't look inside here. I don't know.
A spokesperson for
We
Chabad
already know it's
Lubavitch
there.
headquarters says, in part, the community is pained by the vandalism of a group of young agitators who damaged the synagogue below Chabad headquarters at 770 Eastern Parkway Monday night.
You mean to tell me one of the spokespeople or motherfucker that's always running this little synagogue thing, you mean to tell me they get on here and they're like, man, we're so devastated that these teenagers just vandalized our place. They didn't spray paint "fuck you" on the building. They didn't bust a damn window out or kick a door down. You're trying to say they built an elaborate-ass long tunnel underneath the fucking city.
And no one noticed them doing it. How? Right? First, we can't disarm teenagers that have sticks, that don't have sticks, that aren't using their hands at all, but actually using their feet. And now we can't stop teenagers from digging a fucking tunnel from one building to the other without getting noticed. Like, what is that? Yeah, let me tell you. I find myself more and more baffled with the ridiculousness of what is being placed in front of us each and every day. Like, really consider that. Nobody caught them doing that. Digging a tunnel is not an easy task. It's not something that you just simply do and get done quickly without being noticed. I think you would notice anyone digging a tunnel the second the shovel hit the fucking ground. It's not exactly a quiet process. Like, to make it seem like this was an under-the-radar operation is quite literally impossible, especially where the location of it happening was. Like, what did they do? 4 of them just went in there and dug out the entire, like, section between that building and another building in less than 24 hours unnoticed? Like, I don't fucking think so. That bitch was already there. You lying. What the fuck, bro? It's crazy to think about. When you really consider it and look at the fucking pieces of it going together, it doesn't fit together at all the way that it's put out there to us and the story that we're told. Like, it really doesn't add up. And I think church has a point with this one. Obviously, everything is speculation. Everybody can have their own view on what this could potentially actually be, or if the news is telling half-truths or whatever it is that you think in your own personal opinion. Obviously, we're all going to have a different thought process when it comes to these kinds of things, the very ambiguous, free thought kind of topics. But I don't think it adds up. That tunnel was already there. It had to have been. There's no way.
No way I'm believing that. That is fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Yesterday they blamed all these fucking cops surrounding this fucking mall on some kids with some sticks. And today they're like, man, these teenagers fucking doing their vandalizing. It ain't like they shot paintballs at your shit, motherfucker.
Right.
You trying to say they built a whole ass Pablo Escobar tunnel underneath your shit?
I can't. It's so fucking ridiculous. It's stupid ridiculous. It makes you feel dumber when you hear it and really think about it. It makes you feel dumb. Like they think you're dumb. Like the audacity. It's like they think you're dumb. They really do. That's what they think of you. That's the highest level that they think of you at. You're gonna believe all of that at face value. That's how dumb they believe we all are.
Hell nah. Hell to the nah. Anybody believe in this shit? When the fucking shit hits the fan, you cannot be on my team. You too damn stupid.
I agree. Yes, we need the most intelligent minds possible going into what's happening in the world. The shit hitting the fan that day could be tomorrow at this point. We don't know. I'm just bracing. Well, I think everyone's bracing for impact at this point. Anything could happen at any day now. But yeah, I agree with Church, man. I don't want nobody that kind of brainwashed, stuck in the circle with whoever I'm with if that shit goes down. We need free thinkers. We need people that are going to come up with ideas. That's what it's all about. Coming up with ideas together and fucking thinking for yourself and not falling for all of this bullshit that they're pushing down your throat all the time. Church covers some interesting stuff on here. I never know what to expect when we get into one of these. We're diving deeper down into this rabbit hole that we have gotten onto with the trafficking, and now we've got tunnels being dug under the radar of giant world headquarters. Yep, did you know you can go to the world headquarters and dig tunnels and not get caught until it's already done? Right? Did you know that you could do that, guys? I think we should all go try it and see what happens to us. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Church, thank you again for making these videos. It's important to get into these topics and just encourage the free thinking. I'm interested to see where we go with the next two. Very excited for the fire one that we have coming up. I'm very excited for that one. I want to know what you have to say about all of that. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on that, church. So, we are going to get out of here. The original video will be in the description. As always, support Upchurch, man. He's always getting on here, staying real with us, giving us the fucking content of free thinking, amazing music always, and just being a genuine person, showing love to everybody that supports him, and fucking putting himself out there for the world to spread knowledge. That's what it's all about, man. You gotta respect Upchurch for standing up and just truly being himself and not caring what anybody thinks, not caring if people call him crazy, and all the mess that he has to hear whenever he gets on here and just wants to talk about words in the dictionary and stuff like that and just speculate things. Of course you're going to get called crazy for speculating. That's how it is, right? Welcome to the world. That's how we do it here sometimes. I love you guys. We're going to get out of here. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me. Comment those suggestions. Subscribe up this way. Bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Have a beautiful one. Thank you for everything. Peace.